All right, let's look at the submandibular gland. That's number 64. Sorry. Okay, this is the submandibular gland. This is at the lowest power, and that's a good place to start, and it would be a good place for you to, when you're getting ready to look at tissue, to get sort of a sense of the whole structure of it. You can see again the lobes and the lobules are pretty clear on there, but one of the things that sort of strikes you is that there are certain cell types. There are different kinds of cell types that you see in there, and so this is where, remember, this is a mixed gland, and so it has both acinous secreting or serous secreting material as well as mucin secreting material cells. Okay, so that's one of the things that you want to look at when you see these is, can I find an area that I'm sure has both cell types in there. So let's go, this is one that will have it. Let's go up a little bit in magnification and go a little bit more here. And then that's 10x. Now we're going to go to 20x, and you'll be able to see right here, for example. We have very close to this. Now we have these are going to be the serous secreting cells right here, these little acinous groups. But if you look at these now, these are now where the nuclei are near the base of the pyramidal cell, and now the cytoplasm is, the way it's fixed, the cytoplasm now is very filled with mucin material, not nearly the same granulated material that we see in the serous secretion. So here's a little cluster of mucus secreting cells, and here's another little cluster down here. So this gland now is a mixed gland relative to the amount of material that's secreting. Mostly you'll see it as a serous secreting gland, but it also is mixed, and you'll be able to see these as you look through, and you'll be able to identify the mucus secreting clusters of cells. There's another group right here. So in every one of the little lobules, you'll see a cluster of mucus secreting cells. Here's a nice one right here. One can see right there, and you should be able to find an intercalated duct or intercalated duct in these cells as well. It takes a little looking. This may be one right here, if you will. You can see that this is a flattened area, and those are squamous cells that one sees right there. So we'll go up a little bit higher in magnification and see if we can convince ourselves that those are the ones, and maybe not. In terms of, I thought that they look better at a lower magnification, but I'm not sure. You see these are really nice now. You can see these really pretty. These are, even though they're pulled away, clearly these are different kinds of cells, and these are mucus secreting cells, and that's what you'll look for in the submandibular gland. And then the other duct systems are going to pretty much follow my slide. Looks a little worn out, probably like the person talking, but nonetheless, you'll see that there are parts. That's probably a striated duct that you see right there, even though it's drawn down. That's you can see basically the way the nuclei are located in this one. All right. So this would be an interesting striated duct right there. You see, even though it's pulled away, you can see the striations, and you see the way the nuclei are more in the center of the cell, and they're larger ones. You can see the lumen, and those are going to be easy cells for you to identify. Maybe your slides are not quite as dry. This, of course, is a little arteriole. As you can see, there's some smooth muscle cells around that one, and it's really quite different. And in terms of the way the whole histology, or the way it's constructed. All right, this is probably another. You can see these all over the place when you look at them. And then as you get a sort of pseudo-stratified duct system, now you're an intralobular, and then it goes interlobular, and then the lobar duct, blah, blah, okay? So that would be what we would see essentially in the submandibular gland. All right, now let's look at the sublingual gland. My 62 is really kind of, it's not nearly as pretty as my 63, but because it's faded, but we'll